recording our session. So now, oh yeah, by the way, I missed my hair.
Okay.
What to do? So one, I'm going to tell you like a million things, but one, why I'm excited. This is actually supposed to be, I want to call it serious, but it's something that is close to heart. I think in many ways, I'm looking for a place for expression, but not for my,
Okay.
I feel like expression for so many other people or so many other young women. I hope you can hear me because I saw you freeze a little bit. Or so many other young women just have intimate conversations about a few things and that's why I called it 20 minutes with law. So why gratitude? I think this is something I should have done like 3 weeks ago or even 4 weeks ago. And
you freezed a little, you're freezing.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back now.
Okay, awesome.
I had 4 weeks ago.
Okay. So
yeah.
So I was saying it's something I should have done, 5 weeks ago, and it was around the areas of gratitude and thanksgiving, and it's an action I did at some point when I was praying, and it was so heavy. It was around I think 4 a.m. It was so heavy on me that hey, you should, gratitude. You should talk about thanksgiving. You should. Now, not talk about in the sense, I don't know, go present it somewhere. No, just have that conversation. How do you evoke it to be, a part of people, a part of our lives? And I remember that night I was in, that night or morning I was seated in and, just praying and I started, oh, I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for life. And then a voice tells them, no, not thankful like that. You're thankful because this month you're able to eat bread with Blue Band, because last month or the other month able to do that. Madam, you're thankful because maybe this particular week you are a bed until last year you were sleeping on a mattress. Like the voice was telling me you have to be that specific. You have to be that intentional. You can't go to God, oh, thank you for this, thank you for that. Those are generic things. But when you're Gloria, you're Mwajuma, what is that thankful for? So I realized, I just got curious, wondering what gratitude means. And people, so you're my first guest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but in all honesty, I just want to know.
I'm here.
So I just want us to chat about, I'd ask you something about gratitude and what it means. So I actually have my phone here. I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it, but I'm going to pause it. Pause it back at you. When you read gratitude, or when you hear the word gratitude, or when you even say the word gratitude, what comes to mind? What comes to your mind, Mwajuma?
Okay, can you hear me well?
Perfectly well.
Because we've been having issues of breaking. I hope you hear me well.
Oh, that's not nice. But yes, I can hear you.
Okay, now when gratitude. The first thing, gratitude is a very, very beautiful thing. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
yeah, to me, gratitude is a very, very beautiful thing. Before I call it value, I don't even know how to start describing gratitude. I think since it was last year that the same thing hit me. I don't know. I just felt like it's a big thing. I reached to because I went through a period of thinking about gratitude, and then experiencing gratitude, and I reached a moment of feeling like gratitude is something so big, like it's a place, like it's I, I know that really sounds crazy. Get into it. It's a beautiful and safe and it's full of life anyway. I'm just trying to tell you my experience. So anyway, to me, gratitude, yeah, I explained to you, when someone talks about gratitude, the first thing I think about, I'm like, okay, if I'm breathing, it's not because I'm entitled to breathing, God's mercies, because of his love. I really need to be grateful. I can be at. Okay? Like it's the best place I can be at, in reverence, in reverence, with God and things like that. Yeah, it's a good value to have. And if you really, out of experience, if you get into the gratitude kind of thing, life is just so beautiful. Like, if you have that value of gratitude in you, like every day you wake up and you're like, intentionally, like you said, I'm grateful for this. There are some things even, that you may be lacking, but because you have that value of gratitude, like, I don't know, I think naturally things just happen. You understand? Because you're grateful. You're grateful for even the little things. You don't take them for granted, but you are grateful. In a way, life gets easy for you, and yeah, things just happen if you're grateful. So gratitude is a good value, and he's come up to my bedroom. There is no I'm going to chase him away. So Jeremy, come. There's no I'm going to
No,
there's no I'm going to chase him away. If I chase him away, he will cry.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and he loves the phone, so he wants also to be seen. Huh? No. So, come and sit here. Okay. Yeah. So that's for me. That gratitude is that. Value that everyone should have, being able for the little things that you have, and that can take us so far in life. Yeah.
There is something you mentioned. He joined. Okay. There is something you mentioned about it being a part of you, a value one should ideally have. And at that place, can I ask, can it be a lifestyle? Can being grateful, can that state of being grateful, can it be a lifestyle?
Yeah.
It can be a lifestyle?
Yes, it can be a lifestyle, and it's a very good lifestyle. It can be a lifestyle. It's very good. And yeah, like I've told you, it hit me last year in a way. I don't know how it started, but it just hit me, and I started really thinking deeply about it. And I started practicing it and experiencing it. And man, life is so good if you're grateful. Yeah, life is so beautiful if you're grateful even for the little things in life. Life is so beautiful. Yeah, so it's a beautiful lifestyle to live.
I know that's as we keep talking. Hi, Gabriel, how are you? I am surprised you have joined my two people. We're just having an intimate chat about gratitude for a few minutes. So Mwajuma had mentioned about gratitude or being grateful and a state that can actually be taken on as a lifestyle. And I had a question for her. So, as you were mentioning that about your, Mwajuma, I hope you're still with us. As you were mentioning.
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. As you were mentioning that, and then you said, one, it can be a lifestyle, but then also realizing that you can be grateful for the little things. So my question starts from there. You have to be grateful for the little things. Does that have to be a place you get to and you're like, wait, I can actually be grateful for the little things? I mean, who says we have to be grateful for only the big things? And to me, I think it's at that point that, we then miss it, because I would think of gratitude as it's a state. I'm simply grateful, no big, no small. I'm just happy to breathe, just happy to know, like giving you. They may not necessarily be personal examples, but just knowing that last year I was not able to have bread with Blue Band, and hello, this year I can have bread with Blue Band, I can have bread with jam. I am so freaking grateful for that, and my heart is, overjoyed. So for me, I think it's just that state of being grateful in every moment. It brings you to a place you're alert, where you're sensitive to, everything happening to you and for you, irrespective of big or small. That doesn't matter, but you're just laughing. Everything, everyone you encounter, every conversation, every step you take, you're simply there and you're available to appreciate moments. So my question will come in. Do you think it is, small things we get to be grateful for, or why actually, no, let the question be, why do you think it always comes off as a realization that, hey, I have learned, I have to be grateful for the small things? Why is that the kind of statement that comes out very, very commonly among us people? Gabriel,
is it towards me or Gabriel?
Well, I can introduce Gabriel into it. Gabriel, you can take that on and share. I hope you heard me.
Oh boy, I hope that my network holds up. Otherwise, thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure.
How are you doing, ladies?
Very good.
Seems like this thing has a in one of me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm answering the question or jumping into interact openly on the subject on the table.
It has no structured way you can answer or jump into the subject. It's a nice conversation, really. And gratitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
This really feels like those infamous red table talks. Otherwise, let me be as open as possible.
Yeah.
On gratitude.
Awesome.
People about what gratitude is to them. I expected this, you inboxed me and you dropped that word, and I took a few minutes to think before responding.
Yeah.
I know how your questions usually come, and here we are. This session is recording.
Yes.
When I logged in, I was thinking, should I, shouldn't I? She's recording, Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's to gratitude. People have many ways of being grateful. They'll be grateful for stuff, like when we're talking about gratitude for small things or big things. This is probably in relation to what you possess. I don't know. It could also refer to, I guess, circumstances that may make you feel small. Otherwise, with all, I agree with what the lady said. I wish I could get names, but yeah, I believe it was a speaker before me.
Mwajuma.
What was her name?
Mwajuma.
Mwajuma, yes.
Mwajuma.
Yeah.
Mwajuma. Oh, yeah, there I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
MWA.
Gratitude for the small things. It's true, because regardless of which way you think about gratitude, it's those small points of time, small material things that you may have. And whatever else may be small, because I believe small to you, you can really make the most of anything bigger, whether it's time, whether it's material things you possess in terms of maybe money or whatsoever. And in that case, what gratitude means to me is you're at peace with whatever circumstances may be present at the moment because of wisdom on knowing what to do or what not to do. Everything we have control over, if we know what to do, it gives you a peace of mind that makes you grateful. There's a way, knowing what to do gives you a peace of mind. Knowing what to do with small things that you may have, like time. You know, if they tell me, if anyone tries to, some of you may be in the space where employment is something you do, but for me, I believe that whether you're employed or self-employed, time belongs to you. And how you visualize time, some people view time as something that's being spent. I view time as something that's consistent. It's just how you decide to utilize it to make the most of those small people about life. You're like, okay, when I look back at that second I made that choice, I don't regret it, because from what I knew, even, you know, you look back at a time when maybe finances are really tough, just like this COVID, that some people have more, but what can it really do? You know, there may be more to it than what it seems. And yeah, there's no point in life where you're going to have more than what is, you know, what is what it is. Here we are, we have 20 minutes of this meeting, and that's what we've got for the meeting. Some people may wish for more, but how we use this time answers to gratitude. So yeah, the small things. Small is even relative. This planet is small compared to the other planets, the 9 within our solar system. It's like the 3rd biggest. But there's a lot of room to do so much with what we have. Yeah, so to me, that's how I be grateful, making the most of those small things, viewing them as enough.
Yeah, and maybe to add on, you know, something little about Gabriel, you know, just said, you know, the little things like right now, guys, I don't know about you, but for me, just to breathe like right now, I feel like I'm really grateful for it. I don't know, you guys are in Ginger. For us in Kampala, this has never happened before. Like our social media is just full of people that have died. These are people that we know. Everywhere your friends' statuses are full of oh, you know, this one has died, oh my god. Every day, like today morning you open the social media, that's what you see. The following day, you know, some of us had to, you know, like, you know, get off social media, and we're like, and then people that you don't expect to die are dying, and you're like, okay, this is not normal. You know, and people are fearing and things like that, you know. So like here, dying is becoming normal, you know, like people are like, it's becoming normal and things like that. So
I know.
For me to be alive right now is, I'm really, you know, I'm just really grateful for it. Like, you know,
yeah,
why me and all that. So yeah.
Exactly. And you know, interesting to say that, if we are to be honest, why even this 15 minutes with Blow has been with me for a very long time. And it's of course, the social media, you're reading this and that from different places, you're talking to people, and everyone is just in such a bad place. But the moments, I get to post one or two things, yeah, and the kind of responses I get, and some people who, like, just one post, you're not sure what is going to trigger, but they actually trigger very interesting emotions within people, and they get back to me, and I'm like, wow, well, I didn't know that's what, you know, that does. And then also the other day, I was talking to a friend, and she reached out to me and she said, you know what, Gloria, I actually love reading your statuses. They encourage me. I learn a lot from them. It's just that I never get to say, but there is always one or two, three things that speak out. Now, and as we were talking, then we were talking about lockdown, and she gets to share that she's staying alone in a place, you know, it's like getting danger, and yet home, family, everyone is in Kampala. So she's staying alone. It's a place where you can't even get visiting you, because you do not know who is safe, who is not safe. But then movements are not even there. And she was telling me she you know, feels lonely, and it's stressing her out. But, and in my heart, I was like, wait a minute, this is just one person who has been able to share this. But it's a million people going through this kind of thing. Now, of course, our conversation is a different, you know, altogether. But then I read another friend's status, and she had, today my cup of gratitude is full with thanksgiving to God that I can breathe in free oxygen. Can you imagine? You know, I think the reality of it very hard that you can even stand out and say, I can breathe in free oxygen. Like, that's where either life has put us, or that's what the situation we are kind of in. And so I totally agree with you, Mwajuma, when you say, guys, me just breathing and I'm not putting anything is like a miracle. Now the miracle is now you being able to breathe without a mask.
Yeah.
Or it's so strange. It's a lot to be grateful for. If I may ask, this will be to either of you. I'll start with Mwajuma. If we are to look at this, just this week, you can either pick a day or pick a situation or talk about an incident. It could be a conversation that triggered immense feelings of gratitude. What and what are you grateful for this week?
Oh, wow. I'm really grateful for many things. I'm really grateful for many things, but
that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. The first thing still, most importantly, is being alive. yeah, being alive. I don't know how other places are, but in Kampala, like most people are scared because it's not really been easy here. You talked about your friend who is, like staying alone and things like that. I stay alone. I don't stay with anyone at my place, and the lockdown found me, of course, alone. I'm the only tenant in this in our compound. I'm staying with my landlords and things like that. Yeah. So, but now I'm talking about the second thing. What I'm grateful for too is that there is a grace that God put for me, with these people. I don't know how it happened. There are people that really love God, they pray. So in a way, they invited me to their house. Like, so we have fellowships all the time with them. And now, I feel close, I don't feel alone. And that is so, I really needed that. Like it was so, I really needed that for my mental health, because with all that was happening around, I was staying alone in the house, the fear and things like that. There is a way you're tortured mentally, but if you get people around you, to interact with, and more so to pray with, people that will tell you don't fear, it is well, COVID is not gonna come in this compound, we are not going to die, because that is it. You have to tell your neighbor you're not we stay in a good place. It's not congested. We are in a fenced wall and things like that. We're okay, but still, what is happening? Like, you fear. Yes, in my life, in this scene, because it has really good. I'm just really really grateful.
That's amazing. That's really amazing, because by you sharing that. Hello?
I'm glad I healed. I'm alive.
Oh, that's fantastic, Mwajuma.
Hello, everyone has freezed.
We're actually here. Well, I'm here. I hope Gabriel is still with us.
So am I.
Okay, perfect. So I was saying, Mwajuma, thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, her network. So, in what she shared and the conversation I was having yesterday, I can already see, a difference. So she's staying alone, but she's in a place where the landlord, they're literally staying in the same fence and they are there. This other one, on the other end, she's staying alone, but no, they are not there. There is no one. So it's taking a toll on her. It's a big deal. And does she have people to talk to? Like, we just went through a couple of things to try and realize how she can actually preoccupy her mind. But that's a different conversation and very far from gratitude. Welcome back, Mwajuma. So
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
No, it's okay. It's network. Sometimes we don't get to know what happens.
Okay.
We had you till the end, and it's very amazing for you to share. And very nice. So, Gabriel, there are many things you'll find interesting about Gabriel. Unfortunately, I can't exhaust them right now. But one thing I've gotten to know, he's a very spiritual person. I like having conversations with spiritual people because they're always soul-to-soul conversations. And those are never shallow. I get excited talking to you many times. My spiritual, I do not know if he subscribes to the God I serve, but I know he subscribes to a higher power. So in that sense,
okay.
Yes. So in that sense, allow me ask something. I as we talk about gratitude, as you think about gratitude, what's that place? If you were to use one word, what's that place it takes you to? I do not know if my question is clear, but I hope it is. I'll give an example. When I think about gratitude, the other it takes me to is being aware, being alert to my environment, that kind of thing. So that's my question to you. What place in your heart, mind, in your existence does talking about gratitude take you to? Yeah? Mike to you, Gabriel.
Yeah, that's an excellent, okay. That's an excellent question. If I can, I'll comment on what Mwajuma said shortly, because yeah, I was touched by her experience at the moment. Sometimes ambiguous answers can be hard to relate to, but I'm going to relate it back to her experience, your experience, and the general experience of people in the time.
Yeah.
Because your question kind of has an answer to it within the question, asking what place. And that place is right here, right now, exactly where you are.
Oh, yes.
It's the place to be in order to be grateful.
Fantastic. Nice.
Yep. So if we can absorb the moment.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes.
Now is very relative. It's something else to you, something else to me, but overall, there's something that brings it together. Now, I'll speak about my presence in this moment. You know, I'm grateful that what is happening now that surrounds us momentarily is good. Because after absorbing that moment, there's so much that comes to light that you might miss if you take stuff for granted in everyday life. But these circumstances that people consider hard and difficult, yeah, the great thing about difficult times is they make people see the beauty of what they consider everyday life.
I'm sorry, I lost you there.
I don't know if my network is on for anyone.
No, it is, but I lost you on.
Mwajuma is muted.
I'm here.
I lost you on that part where you say the great thing about difficult times. So if you can take it back from there. Hi, Gabriel.
Gabriel, we can hear you.
Emulate the beauty of what's. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, difficult times bring out the beauty of what. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Please go on. You're saying some juicy stuff and I don't want to miss it. No, don't go.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you very loud and clear.
Okay. So the difficult times simply emulate the beauty of what seems to be. Look at it and says, this is what it takes to live all along. The fact that we can communicate to people freely, the fact that we get to breathe free air, the fact that we get to move around and no one puts any restrictions or boundaries, the fact that you can earn money, even to the degree that you complained about before, right now, people look back at that and think, I wish I could go back to my everyday life and make the most of what I used to take for granted. And the only reason that happens is tough times don't change anything. They only bring reality back to your face and make you consider what you have in a different light. If I should describe difficult times more closely to, let me relate it. Let me try and relate it. Okay, so if you don't use a microscope, you can't tell that there's microorganisms that exist and are responsible for a lot of things that happen, like decay and stuff.
True.
But when you look through the microscope, what's really happening is you're putting a strain on your eyes, looking at a different picture, then seeing something that was always there, but you didn't see it because you couldn't focus enough with all the distractions around you to notice those little things that make big differences. Now, COVID-19, it's something microscopic, you know, but see how great the things that come with such a small thing can be. It's something to learn, you know?
Yeah.
Ouch.
So, yeah, some small things really make, and that thing that we choose to describe things that we don't think make a large impact. Yeah. We say it's small because we don't see how great it is. Now, personally, I'm grateful that this week I may be able to see someone that I've taken a year to see, someone I'm supposed to get married to.
Oh my God, it's been a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a year.
Hey, how
Talk
sweet.
about long distance relationships. But yeah, just pulling from myself, the fact that she's going to probably be able to fly means, although Jinja is just maybe a few kilometers from here, from where I am in Mukono, and Tanzania is several miles away. It's funny, that is, than where you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no way I can physically leave this space and meet you within 42 days, but it's going to be possible for someone that I've been unable to see for a year within these circumstances to meet me. And I was telling her, yo, you know what? Tanzania is closer than Entebbe. Time and distance, hardship, big sizes and small sizes are all relative. It just depends on what space you'll be at in that moment.
In that moment. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Take for instance what happened when we black out. Yeah, okay. Here we are on this Skype network. It's possible that one of us logs off, just showing you something concerning life and death. It's true that we're alive to each other on this Skype network because we're present in each other's moment.
That's true. That's very true.
But when someone logs off, it's like death. It doesn't mean that they cease to occupy any space in reality. It's just that we can't be in the same space sharing a moment directly. Yeah, we won't be sharing.
Mwajuma, I told you, this guy says, you know, certain things. He speaks to the soul, and I can
in really depth.
Yeah, I can do anything to have those kind of conversations because we are, in essence, we all just want a connection, you know, even if it's for a moment, even if it's, you know, it lasts. Let me just say, even if it lasts seconds, you just want to treasure that place where you're connecting with someone. So thanks, Gabriel. It's amazing. I have so many things to say. One, you're getting married.
Wow, I think that's a really
Yeah,
beautiful
that's
thing,
something.
Gabriel. In such a time as this, that is really beautiful. It's the best thing that can ever happen. You know, like I think it's a beautiful thing.
You know, when you
And I
say,
get to share that moment with beautiful people on
thank
an
you,
unexpected note.
thank
It's really a
you.
blessing. It's amazing. Happy
It
for you.
is. Very happy for you. So, you know, like a lot of
Thank
questions
you.
are going through my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, so no, it's taken a year for them to see each other. But in this very moment where you're not moving, you're not going anywhere, you can't, you know, do ABCD. It's in that moment.
It's a miracle.
I know
it's a miracle.
where it's possible. So it gets me thinking about what extremes get us to do certain things. You know, what extremes get us to leap of faith and just go, you know, for whatever it is you want to do. And why in the moment where everything seems okay, it's just like, we can wait. I think we can do another month, or I can wait until I've lost the weight, or I can wait until I've earned more money, or I can wait until let me get sick, rather let me get leave and then come to you. But in this moment, it has nothing to do with sick leave. It has nothing to do with annual leave. It's just that I have to be there, and it has to be now, and it's going to happen. That's a conversation for another
That's
time.
right. Yeah,
But
it
I'm so
should
happy,
be.
guys. I'm so happy, guys. It's taken us slightly over 20 minutes with Glow. And for me, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you, Gabriel. I'm grateful for this conversation happening. And one of the things that, you know, triggered me to have this is the more I talk to people, I have so many. Is that an animal?
I don't know, but where
It
I don't know.
happens
Is
to
it
be
from
my pet.
No?
Let me just
Okay.
move.
Oh, okay.
He's having a moment.
You have a lot of life around you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so I was just saying that there is number of conversations I have with people, text, in person, phone calls, and they're very enriching, completely enriching. And the other thing, I think with the number of deaths and people, you know, when you see someone posting, oh my God, even this one died. Oh my God, this one is not supposed to die, but stays cool. You know, just because in your life, in your you know circumstances, it's like, no, this one is not supposed to have died. Well, the other person is also maybe someone's dad, a girl who just graduated, or someone who just landed a job, or like it's literally anything. And no, they're also not supposed to have died. So I realized the amount of wealth that is being buried, the amount of unshared moments that are being buried in the instant, the amount of hope that is being buried, it's very sad. So I told myself, Glow, get up. Have your conversations with the world, with the people, let them be open, just share and be in the moment together. And so I'm happy that this happened.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell any of you because it's not a formal thing. It's not only that Zoom makes everything seem like, oh my God, and I mean people, are you calling me? Why is it very serious? You know, that kind of thing. But it's the closest to, you know, stable that we could have in the moment. And I'm happy I shared this with you guys. I'm super grateful. My heart is so warm, and I love you both. Thanks for taking the time on 20 minutes with Flo.
Thank you too. Thank you too. I'm personally, I'm grateful. Yeah. I'm really grateful. people don't just have these kind of conversations, but a friend calling you at such a time, and you're just talking about gratitude.
Yeah.
Like, why of all things gratitude? It feels special. Yeah, to me it feels special, and I'm really grateful for this moment. Yeah. Yeah.
Mwajuma, what would you
I think we should make such moments.
Sorry, Gabriel. Okay.
Gabriel?
Hello?
Yes, you were saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying we should probably replicate these moments and get them scheduled up, make them consistent.
Oh yeah, true. Would love that. Would
We should
definitely love
create
that.
this moment. Yeah, we should create them.
Would definitely love that. So I'll be sharing the recording with you guys. So you're listening to yourselves, and and just in case it lands to the public, which it is going to land to the public with all its mistakes and rawness, but that's the beauty about it, and that's what people connect with. So what would you say to someone in your situation, Mwajuma, out there? Anything, either about gratitude or anything really.
Yes, of course, I'll talk about this moment for reasons people really need hope out there. People really need to hear such kind of things. I'll tell people outside there to first be grateful that you're actually breathing and that you can actually watch this our video. And I encourage everyone out there, it's not an easy moment right now, that not an easy moment, and what I can tell people out there is to pray. Prayer is a place, or it's a moment that really gives us a lot of life at such a time as this. So people should pray, and people should not fear.
Beautiful.
There is a lot of fear going on around. People should not fear, and people should be hopeful. People should be hopeful.
Thank you.
And like they should really attach themselves to things that make them happy. If it's talking to a loved one, please talk to them. Just be happy and be grateful. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Gabriel?
Well, this is what I have to say to all that will be listening. Take each moment as special as possible. And one of the great ways to do it is what she mentioned in the first place, doing stuff that we enjoy, spending the time we love with the people we love. If there's no one in the picture, spend it with yourself if you're the person present, because you love yourself. And then I like to do this exercise with myself just to remember that I am grateful. I as if put a gun to my head and tell myself that in the next 3 seconds I could be gone because I'm not certain about the time I have to spend anyway. So it's like there's always the possibility that you could, log out from the world, just like we have this Skype network. You could go out anytime, not even know. But when you think about that moment as if it were your last, it's so easy. Doing so consistently makes you realize that even when you die, you're living, because you didn't really come out of any different moment. It's just how you look at it. It's just how you look at it. That moment could be in a different place. Now, to those who have lost loved ones just like me, the comfort you can get, I assure you, they're out there. If you want proof, call someone on mobile, hang him up. You're not gone. You're just not sharing a moment. They're out there somewhere caring about you. One day. If if you're in the same space, there's a possibility.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
That's
I hope
all.
that's wow. I love that. I really love that. I think I'll be, once I get off, I'll be dialing some people and just to take in the moment, because they are there. You know, you call, and on the other line, someone is going to pick that phone call. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Mwajuma, you saying that let's attach ourselves to things that make us happy, to people that make us happy. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's very easy to zone out, and yet they are there. Yeah. So thank you guys. Until we meet again next time, don't know when.
Thank you.
But we'll definitely have this scheduled more often. Bye. I want to take a screenshot of your sweet face. Nice. I'll share that with you as well. Bye, people.